Right, Tommy just Ryan is a piece free oral recordings agus Catatá Shaw Connemara Audit of recorded memory agus Tomás Mac Conmara and Shaw an Clarling Tomás the Falcher Roth and Sugar Radio Phobal Connemara.
Gur míle maigad Brondan agus tá Bronam go sé Codecker Tagvalley in of Lumsa. Bei sé níos éisce le de chuid lucht éisteachta ó hefan tógra de lavagoin galam.
No, bach tá sé ceart bhí míid an swapping í dhéanamh agus an sin ceart. Tomás, inis faoi an piece of shod oral collection, cad bhfuil si bhí dhéanamh?
Well, an rud a ha dhéanamh going tá mé de géirí eile amach in ar ire Brondan an méad a ha chorathe taiféad tharna blianta I Connemara agus ag bint le Connemara. So mar hampla ma ha grúpi cóphobal nó grúpi éireachta nó duine nó stáirí le tapeabáin le chuoineh seanar nó seanbhain nó ballocháin baildis acob bheith anna simagoing láir ló mar tá sa going tharna blianta hí daoine de cholathirt ag ballú baildis agus stairvéil agus chuoineh na seandíine mar bhíos acob go bheith sé imethe ló. Ach an aib aha an tá ballacháin agus tapanna I ngacháid ach níl ólas agoing faoi an picture lig. So tá sé dinta going hena héin I cúndathe cosúla tír cónal agus irví Kilkennig agus a lehéad agus hosig mud an blion sicáte in Gaillimhe in Ahern Gaillimhe agus im líana tá de brachnúir Connemara agus tá míid cínta go mai an sever ag buint leis an méid ha choir tafiad harna blianta ag buint le Connemara.
No, tá sagam gohfuil trúbh banúir na cassette tapes agus mini disc agus ruí mar sin. Á freisin be ceart go mé ar béidir gohfuil lán PC faoi ar an telefís nó PC in video VHS rudí mar sin. Bhfuil bhí géire rudí mar sin freisin ar a féad sin úsáid?
Oh no, tá, ein rud le chuoineh díine pe ábhar ha gist má ha sé buinteach le cuasaí an saoil I Connemara bheith an sim a going. Chomáile na sean tapanna agus na sean sort formats. Tá sim a going a bheith caint díine le rudí ar digital chomá, so tá fás trísteach ar cuasaí stairvéil le roint blianta nuas. So táim cínta go bhfuil a lán rudí chora ar taiféad go digitach harna blianta níos tuisce agus cahamid eileach faoine bailacháin son chomá agus líasta agus database a chur le chéile faoi choilerad a ha chur ar taiféad ó na blianta luirte sa céad blianta caite agus gotí an lá atá inniuáin.
Agus beceart go mécha an rudí amach daoine dhéon siad recordings hena féin ach chuné chur le chéile agus beidir nach bhfuil sagú catantá an. So is féidir nó cart caint leta faoi tá rud gan agam agus nílas agam faoi. An sin an slí dhéanaan siad baint siad caint leta?
Oh yeah, gomna agus be sin an gas on tahi haibung hena hena gunda eile agus in Ahern Gaillimhe am líon sicáte. Tá sa going go bhfuil bailachan an agus beidir níl sunraí ag buint leis, nuail le lán sunraí ag buint leis. So má ha tapeabháin le duine haigéisteach duine nu a bailachan níos mó bhráling láirt ló agus is féidirling obair amach got a gahignod a dhéanamh just déan tagvel ar Mac Conmara Heritage @gmail.com nu nád hogta seacht né héna sé nád trí seachta trí nu is féidir lo tagvel dhéanamh le Marie Mannion Corlbund na Gaillimhe ha mar Stuart Hoare an tógrasa.
Yeah, agus cad a hála leis na rudí na bhaid sé críochnaat bhfuil sé an sin le daoine chun éisteach ar eis leis nó bhfuil sé dolas teach mar archive agus baid siad átégan.
Well, an príomhród Brondan ná tá mé de géirí eileach céir de ha an timppel Connemara nó ag buint le Connemara dar nói agus líast agus database agus túras go corlicéile faoine bailacháin a lig. Níl mud géirí go hifiúil is dói rudí a hógáil ach ag gnám céanna má hádíine dar nói le balúchan agus dearn siad look Tomás a hort de chorla chun na Gaillimhe is féidirling ober lo ach an príomhrud ná chun líasta agus database a chorla chéile faoin na balúchan league cáhfuil siad cén sort format a haigist cadéad na háimhar a haigist leis na bailúcháin éon sunrí gur féidirling a chorla chéile agus an son ar puint amháin ba isagaing dun chud is mód is tapen agus an tafédí há timppel Connemara agus buinte Connemara agus unson is féidirling déáil le díine I géirí iad a corsa cartlin nu éonrod a haigéistan son ach an príomhrud nach chun an ólas a chorla chéile.
Well sin an féidir an tribulóid do lá daoine nach féidir nach bhfuil is acu catá ar na tapes seo mar féidir 5 bliain ó 3 bliain an hana féin iad den éigen é seo ach so tá sé deachar chun fáil amach catá acu béidir.
Well, tá no tá equipment going con na shanty up in a chorai now being triblody gist the shin ornta no like tá judgment gist say mar hampla ma tá tape in the sort soch ma a got agus vi si den art cart is féidirling cúplicín úsáid chun éile mach níos mó faoi an bailachán le go mula sagat just ag an buinte sin tá real player a going sa cólacht go más like is féidirling ma sá an real prayer a úsáid chun éile mach faoi na content sa ha I bailachán éigen now níl mud I gcónaí ag déanamh sin mar tá sort buélig buint le sein déan sean real nu sean tape but orintanta gahiú mar níl ólas ar behéile agat ó héamh an bailachán but an príomhrud brondan na héistóí just taghalíon a bhling má ha tapean na mahan tafe de éon sort a cub déan taghalling agus is féidirling le chéile an son obair amach cad is féidirling dhéanamh agus táid tá taí gobar ar an sort ábhar sá agus táid éisce bheith déile agus bhreling a bheith ag ghlacha gléhanna ó dtíon na timppla Connemara.
Okay. Tomás, before we finish up, we just do a little piece of Berla because it might just get some other people there.
No
the whole idea of gathering all of this information, the oral recordings, I suppose it's really important for people to try and to focus in on what they might have, somewhere in the house themselves, and then to let people know that it's there. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I mean, it's hugely important because we've worked in other counties, and in some cases you'll have, a very organised community collection of memory that might have been focused on, older women or a particular theme or whatever, and that's fine, and we can go and we can meet with that group and we can get the information about their collection. Some will have them up online, for example, or fully catalogued. But then there'll be many other cases whereby there'll be collections, and we've encountered numerous shoeboxes, Brendan, at this stage, whereby you'll have cassette tapes inside in a shoebox, and there might be a little bit of information about what it's about. There might be some names written on the back of the tapes. Sometimes there isn't anything at all. But I would just encourage your listeners that if anybody has tapes or one tape and they think that there may be a recording of some person speaking about life in Connemara in the past, whatever the subject is, we'd love to hear from them because we'll be able to work with them to try and figure out, what might be on the tapes or on the reel-to-reels or mini discs or whatever it might be, and we can put together then a collection description on that basis. But of course, it is important to say, even though we do put a lot of emphasis on the old tapes because they're in danger really, but we're also looking to people who have digital recordings and digital collections. The difficulty with all of this, Brendan, is that there's been a huge amount of people and groups over the decades who've gone out and recorded the memories of people, usually led by the impulse that they didn't want the memories to die out with the older generation, and that's absolutely noble, and I've done it myself since I was a teenager. But what you have then across counties or areas like Connemara is huge amounts of material that's entirely disconnected from each other. In most cases it's inaccessible because it's maybe in somebody's attic or it's in somebody's room in a box somewhere, and over time then that material can get lost. So we want to put together a full database and a full listing of all of those collections, as much information as we can about them that represents what has been recorded on whatever format across Connemara or about Connemara, because we're appealing obviously to anybody from outside the area who maybe have recordings relating to Connemara to make contact with us as well. So we feel it's a hugely important initiative, because there was a value originally in the documentation of those memories. So it's only right that we try and identify where they are and hopefully bring about a greater engagement in time between the people of Galway and their oral history.
Okay. I suppose if people need to contact you then, or how do they do that?
Yeah, no problem. Well, I mean, they can do it if they're more comfortable. They can do it. The project is run through the Galway County Heritage Office and Marie Mannion, who will be known to your listeners, I'm sure. But they can contact the council in that way, and that will be passed on to us. But they can contact us directly at Mac Conmara Heritage @gmail.com or 087 916 0373. And we're also on Facebook, Connemara Audit of Oral Heritage Collections. You'll find us there as well. So, and as is the case now, Brendan, with Dr. Google, you put in something approaching that name and you'll find us fairly easily. And as I say, even if people think they might have something relevant, please make contact with us, and we'll be delighted to talk them through it.
Okay, well, Tomás, gur míle mágad le bheith an clár nach agus baimid caint ríis le ceapar in slán. Okay, no, slán. Okay, that's Dr. Tomás Mac Conmara, and they're talking about this oral collection. So if you have any tapes or videos or anything like that of people and places and things, I suppose get in contact with them through, as he said himself, there are Marie Mannion in Galway County Council. Now we're going to take our break at the top of the hour, but we'll be back after that with Brendan Savage, who's